again, and Front Row is giving you a look into some of the most amazing hairstyles fresh off of the runway of top designers in some of the most fashion-forward cities in the world. Hey everyone, I'm Sujin Park, and this is Front Row. Front Row will be taking you to some of the fashion shows of the top designers to give you an inside look at the ultimate hair trends for spring/summer 2009. Renowned runway stylist and Redken creative consultant Guido continues to be the most sought-after hairstylist in fashion, creating the looks for top designer fashion shows.
Designers have wanted to keep the hair quite simple overall, sort of non-referential, meaning not giving it any period really. Of course there's exceptions, but when we're looking overall, people want modern hair. Women change their mood like they change their bags, their shoes now, and their hair is the same. It's used as an accessory.
Accessories are a must for spring/summer 2009. Glam hair accessories paired with modern styles gave an instant update to any look. Well, the Marc Jacobs show always sets the tone for each city. Let's see what he has in mind for the runway. Expect the unexpected when it comes to Marc Jacobs. His collection was a melting pot of different designs and fabrics that gave off a glamorous feel. The designer turned to Guido to create a hairstyle that complemented the hats in his eclectic collection. So give me an idea of what tonight is going to look like.
Well, tonight I've had quite an easy job today, I must say. With 52 models at Marc Jacobs, I've quite lucked out because we just came up with, there's a lot of hats in the show. So sometimes it's not about overpowering with a hair statement, it's like pulling back, and I've just done like a messy braid. Most of the girls are wearing some kind of headdress or hat or something, very glamorous clothing. So the braid's got nothing to do with the clothes, but that kind of hopefully makes you feel like the character's a little bit more interesting and not so one-dimensional. So just adding a little thing to your hair can say a lot about it. It always doesn't have to be a big hair statement. I'm using Fabricate, which is a heat styling product, i.e. it protects the hair. So women are very concerned now that their hair's going to get damaged. They're using straightening irons, curling irons, dryers, but this coats the hair. So you put that in first, and then you can use whatever you want and you're protected. Put this into damp hair, rough dried it, and then literally pulled the hair back into 3 strands, braided it. Everyone can do it.
Well, Louis Vuitton is one of the most anticipated shows of the season. Let's see what designer Marc Jacobs and stylist Guido have in mind for the hair. Guido created a soft ponytail to bring focus on the rich-looking hair cuff and luxurious clothes at the prominent fashion house of Louis Vuitton.
We're doing a look here which is kind of quite, you know, especially quite full on. I mean, one way it's not, it's a ponytail, like a frizzy ponytail. But some of the girls have got like a frizz at the front, so 2 pom-poms. So it's kind of a 30s look, 30s, 70s kind of thing. And the way we're achieving it is we're putting a thickening lotion into the hair first, damp hair, rough drying it to create the set with the pin. We're rick-racking it in, and then we're going to use spray starch with the straightening iron to seal it in. Again, heat protecting it, so you are protecting the hair, pulling that out, and getting this lovely texture in the hair, using forceful hairspray on the sleek part of the head, and then a general bit of forceful on the top as well to get some, shape there. And then they've made these cuffs. This is like a prototype, but the cuffs then go over all the ugly bit of the hair. So it's a very sort of balanced look, quite extreme really, with the ponytail cover on. So it's kind of a lot of products involved, a lot of techniques for what hopefully does look quite simple at the end as well. You want it to look easy. It's Vuitton, so it's a very rich show, very expensive clothes and bags. So the whole effect has got to feel very expensive.
The hard edge hairstyle created by the black band and rough texture played off the youthful clothes seen at the Marc by Marc Jacobs show.
So we're here at Marc by Marc, which is the diffusion line by Marc Jacobs. Last night we saw the Marc Jacobs show, which is high gloss, high glamour, fancy clothes. It's much more downtown here, much more younger. And for this show I'm just creating a ponytail with like a black headband that I had made, or Marc made for us, for this show. So I wanted something to be a bit harder to the hair, so that's why we're using the black band to create that. And the matte texture and the kind of roughness of it gives it a much more hard edge rather than the soft ponytail. I suppose we always want to be slightly challenged by fashion and hair and all that, so we're always coming out with trying to new sort of ideas, new products, new textures that will complement fashion.
Guido instantly updated a rough textured ponytail with a black headband for a punky style as seen at Marc by Marc Jacobs. Here are the steps to create this look. Check out fashion cut number 2.
It's going to be a matte texture I'm working with today. So I've sprayed Fabricate, which is a heat protective lotion, into the hair, rough dried it. I don't want it too wavy and I don't want it too straight. Once I got the hair dry, I'm going to take it back into a high ponytail, using just my hands because I don't want it to look too neat. Tying it with elastic so it's quite tight, or very tight, because there's kind of a pull. So you can see all that dry texture in the hair now, so it makes it kind of stick out. And then we've got a headband, and I'm just pulling that up, and then I'll just pull little bits out. So a slightly punky feeling to the hair. I'm going to then end with a little bit of forceful hairspray just to make sure it's fixed into shape. So I'll just holding the wisps out. So there you go.